Greetings and salutations. Welcome back. We're level 24, Tengu Air Elementalist. We have just entered the Crypt. We've picked up 3 runes. We're considering picking up a 4th. And the main reason why we're in the Crypt is to get some extra experience, namely some extra spell levels, so that we can pick up Firestorm. It's at 16% right now. So we basically, besides our spell schools, we put a decent amount into invocations, 8. Fighting's at 18, dodging's at 17. We actually had manuals for each of those. We got our shields to 6, our stealth we came with at 4, or close to it. And our experience has basically gone to conjurations, air magic, fire magic. We got some summonings too. So we're going to need See Invisible, which means we're going to have to take away our corrosion resistance. So that's just something to be mindful of. But there's plenty of invisible things. There's also plenty of corroding things as well, which is a little dangerous. And without the wizardry, our chain lightning's at 10, and that's why we're raising our air magic. And we're maybe going to go after the title, so we're setting air magic to 27. Alright. So, looks like we got the entrance area safe. And, we're going to put that wizardry back on. There's a lot of monsters that are invisible, but we get 4 evasion. We get the corrosion, but it puts chain lightning into reliable territory. And we're basically not going to use chain lightning unless we really, really need to. It would be nice to have some sort of mana regen, maybe an orb of energy. I don't know that we found an orb of energy, we have not. It would suck to give up the resist on our shield. Or speaking of See Invisible, there we are. But, the thing that we really need right now is survivability, and we need to be able to continue to attack. So right here would be a great opportunity for Firestorm. We're going to treat it as a good opportunity for chain lightning, though. Let's get this skeletal warrior. Alright, cool, so they're all together, so let's use chain lightning. Looks like we got a little bit of lag. What's going on? Alright, we're gonna have to reload. Sorry about that. So, this is the first time that we've ever cast chain lightning. Loading is a good sign. It's been a very long time since we've played an air elementalist. Alright, well, let's hope crawl.crazyact.org comes back up. Alright, so we're out of the technical difficulties. We're back on the first level of the crypt. Please don't go invisible. Oh, that's actually worse. We're gonna have to cancel our Maxwell's, and yeah, we'll cast Chain Lightning. We'll try and kill that Vampire Knight. The airstrike on our Spellforge Servitor is really nice. It means we don't really have to worry about positioning it in any particular manner. And it can still do good damage. Greetings, said no one. Probably putting on this ring. It's gonna cancel Maxwell, so we're gonna have to recast. So it's a good question on how many runes we're gonna go for. I think we go at least for 4. I think we can probably take the vaults. I'm kind of hoping that by the time we finish the crypt, we're going to be in a better position to answer that question. You know, we're still having to do a fair amount of gear swapping, especially for the See Invisible. And we've recently gotten somewhat better resists. Great willpower, but we haven't found like amazing equipment. You know, still the basic cloak. If we can find some good stuff and we can get Firestorm, it would be really, really nice to find like magical power. But we could go for more. I don't anticipate that it's going to be likely that we'll get much transmutation on this character. So I don't think Lich Form is an option. We had to use this Ring of See Invisible a lot. Let's just keep it on for the crypt. The vampires and the liches can go invisible. Yeah, and the Staff of Battles really shaped our character. Before we found this, we were just using a weapon that gave us intellect and some sort of resist. And then we were switching to like the Staff of Air and the Staff of Fire. And we were considering putting some experience into staves and evocations. But then when we found the Staff of Battle, it was like there's like no point training staves and evocations. Plus it's a conjuration modifier, and it'll help our Firestorm. We're gonna go ahead and forget Dazzling Flash, so all we need is spellcasting up to 19.5, and then we can memorize Firestorm. But we don't have our Wizardry ring on, because we have See Invisible. Flayed Ghost, we'll just airstrike it until it's in Starburst range. just spam chain lightning a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. So, our best Tengu got 6 runes, and that was a Chaos Knight of Wujan. Our second best Tengu did not escape. That was a really long time ago. It was probably when they were called Kinku. Because that was back when the layer had 8 levels. Alright, we're feeling a little nervous. Haven't found very many enemies, which kind of makes us think there could be a lot coming. There's a runed vault, so that's exciting. We haven't seen a runed vault in a while. And although we are very, very curious to see what's inside, the truth of it is that we are not going. Usually these ghouls come in packs, so let's just preemptively get a Ballistomycete. They're resistant to cold, but they're not immune. And they have like lots and lots of HP. I think Maxwell's could be good. Chain Lightning probably be better. Either way, let's get a Fulminant Prism set up in 2 turns. They'll all be there in 2 turns. Okay. So we'll step up. Looks like our prism got destroyed. Alright, so let's cast another prism. We'll step up. We were really hoping for that Ballistomycete to kill more things, but that's okay. We'll get some more spores. And we can always chain lightning. Which actually we're going to do. Way to go on the spores. We're gonna have to start making our way away, because we're gonna get surrounded. Now getting surrounded is not so bad because we have Starburst. It's actually one of the things we want to do, but in this situation we're gonna use Chain Lightning, and that killed everything. Okay, so let's go back to this upstairs. Unfortunately, we've made ourselves a lot of noise. We'll need the Spellforge Servitor. We have pretty good evasion. We can probably just smack them, or we can kill them all with Starburst. 6d16. Ancient Champion, that is super not good. Let's just go ahead and get our Phantom Mirror for them. A Wand of Roots. Step away. Okay, so there's a lot. We're gonna have to consider using this Potion of Magic. Either that or use our last dig. Okay, magic it is. Starburst still worked okay. Chain Lightning will work okay. Pretty loud, but alright, so that did a ton of noise. And there's more Ancient Champions, which is not great. Looks like we're gonna need to strongly consider using a dig. Alright, let's do it. Oh, we can't, because it's stone, so we just wasted it. Ugh. We could teleport? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're not in a super safe space, but we can hopefully get some mana back. Kind of running blind here. Alright, cool. We were able to rest up. So we'll do some more exploring and we'll just hope that we don't find anything that causes us to need to go upstairs. Boris, we do have See Invisible, so let's just use Maxwell's. Ah. Oh, that's such a satisfying spell. Like, for real. It's just so satisfying. Alright, so we have a lot of skeletons up in here. Alright, let's come down from another angle. Alright, we're gonna need more spellcasting than that. And then once we get to 19.5, we can reevaluate. We don't have 8 spell levels. Okay, so this is not ideal. Alright, we can hit all of them now. Let's get our servitor. Even with half willpower, we have a decent amount. Alright, we're gonna have to start doing some damage to this vampire mage. We're gonna charge it just so we can starburst. There is an upstairs if we manage to wrap around, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Alright, cool. We've survived. So, what's our best air elementalist? That was a kobold that we won a very long time ago. Yeah, we haven't played an air elementalist in a long while. We played one 39 times. Alright, so this is not good. Since we have this big old pack of ghouls. So we are going to get a Ballistomycete. Alright, Ballistomycete's dead. Fulminant Prism did its thing. Little Starburst. Starburst again, and takes him out. Cool. Alright, making progress on Crypt 2. Pretty close to fully explored. And we successfully lined them all up, so we hit all 3 with Starburst. Okay, so in the Rune Vault... Oh, we just kept exploring. Well, that's okay, we want to keep exploring. Alright, so it's a Gozag altar. It's got an abandoned shop and an antique shop. Looks like there's a potion haste. Antique shop could be good, but we've gotta kill a curse skull. These are all resistant to electricity. The obsidian statue resistant to electricity. And they can all haste themselves. I think it's probably not worth it. Maybe if we have Firestorm, we could take them out. So we're gonna check out the ultimate level of the Crypts. We go down and we get a special ending. We're surrounded by flying skulls. We're gonna get our Spellforged Servitor. Let's get a Wall of Briars. And then just right now we can hit 5 flying skulls, 6 with Starburst. So we're definitely gonna do that. I killed almost all of them. So we're gonna let them come a little closer. Now we can hit the remaining 3. Let's do Mystic Blast. Alright, cool. And we have flying, so one of the things that we can do is we can actually go out into the back entrance of this castle. And usually there's some doors on the side. Starburst here is going to be quite effective. Alright, so we have a Lich coming up at us. Use Maxwell. For some reason I thought witches could fly, but I guess not. Okay, the Titans can go into the deep water now. Alright, so we're here at the last level of the crypt. What we're hoping to find would be a cloak upgrade. If we could find an artifact amulet with regen mana, that would be nice. We actually have a better see and vis ring, but we lose more dexterity and we don't need the resist negativity. Anyhow, we're going to explore around this castle. And then we're going to kind of approach it from a safe vantage point where we don't have to worry, hopefully, as much about being swarmed. Alright. So one way I like to think of Tengu is that you give up your boot slot for permanent flying. That also gives you some speed. And it's kind of actually how it is. You also give up some of your helmet slot, and you also give up a bunch of health points. But all of that's doable. We already killed Marjorie, so we're not overly concerned about the Hell Knights. The Dreadlich is not a great thing to find, honestly. Especially since they can summon a greater demon. They don't summon Maxwell's, will kill their demons. So we can just stand here. This steam is going to prevent line of sight, so we can't use Maxwell's. We could get a little closer and do some chain lightning or something. But we're going to try and take it easy. Alright, let's get our Spellforge Servitor out. Alright, so here we have like a coffin room. A whole bunch of little doors. Usually there's lava at the very bottom of the chamber. So we're just clearing out these little sarcophagi. Or gargoyle. Just use Maxwell's on them. Scimitar of Flaming. That's a little scary. Airstrike it. Alright, let's fall back and regen our mana. So right there, here is basically the last chamber, like the inner chamber. So we're gonna wait on that. The main thing that we have to be worried about is waking up enemies and then them coming from this direction. Crystal Guardian, those can be annoying, but Maxwell's capacitive coupling will dispatch it nicely. So we can't actually do any damage with shock, but we'll still use Mystic Blast to trigger our Battle Sphere. Let's just airstrike that glade. Okay. Now would actually be a good time to run away, because enemies could come up from the south as well. And we don't really want to mess with that. We'd like to keep them at a safe distance. Something's whacking on our servitor. We'll use Chain Lightning to take out the Necromancer and then retreat. And now's probably a decent time to come back to the front. Now, having Maxwell's capacitive coupling is really nice for the situation that we're in right now. Bunyip Skeleton, we can take that. The Lich, we can also take. Orb of Destruction, that's no good. We'll make a Wall of Briars so that we don't get hit by that. Nice. Great use for Wall of Briars, by the way. So, all in all, Thedas is pretty powerful. Hey, Potion of Haste. 2 Potions of Haste, yes please. So let's check out the other wing. The cool thing about our Staff of Battle is that it's a Conjuration Enhancer, so it also enhances the spell power of Spellforge Servitor. And every other turn casting your strike is a nice bonus. Bone Dragon has a lot of HP, so we'll just zap it. Our spellcasting has reached 19.5. Firestorm is at 30%, quite dangerous. We put it for T, Firestorm. So we're bringing air magic up. Let's go ahead and get our fire magic up. We'll focus that. And as we're coming up on the end of the crypt, we're going to take a very brief bio break. So brief, we'll put it on our playtime. And then we're going to clear out the crypt and see what kind of treasure is here. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. So we have one of the introductory treasure rooms in the entrance to the tomb. We haven't been in the tomb in a very long time. When's the last time we were in the tomb? That was our Formicid Chaos Knight of Chabriados. And that character died on Tomb 2. Actually, I remember what happened. We went down there and we decided we were gonna slouch spam, and there was like, lots of stuff down there. I think there was a ghost moth or something, and we ended up getting all our mana drained. Alright, be closer to us, Boris. Alright, so we took out Boris with capacitive coupling. There's a Crystal Guardian, and a Skeletal Warrior. The thing is that we're marked. So, we're gonna have to run away. We're pretty close to full mana. We'll let them get a little closer to us, but we are basically just gonna chain lightning them. Nice, killed everything. Do chain lightning. Doesn't seem to do much for the Crystal Garden, but Maxwell's will take care of that. Alright, so we did have to retreat back to Crypt 2. Mostly to regen our mana. Starburst to kill these things. And then our fire magic, hopefully, we can raise. Demon Whip of Distortion. I don't really want to get banished. That would not be our idea of a fun time. Got some teleport scrolls. And let's keep on exploring. Demon Blade of Distortion. Alright, so it's time to clear out the inner chamber. It looks like this might be the version where there are alarm traps. And then on the sides we have these liches. But I don't know. So we got some gold. Alright, I guess we gotta... let's get in. Let's get our servitor. This is not that version that we thought it might be. We have a spellbook, a condenser vein. Spellbook is a bunch of necromancy. So we really didn't find a whole lot, unfortunately. Hardly, in fact, not a single artifact on Crypt 3. But as long as we're okay with not having See Invisible, we do have Firestorm at 11%. So that's nice. Let's get spellcasting the rest of the way to 20. So we have vaults to finish. It's basically just vaults 5. We have that ruined vault that had an antique shop, that had a cursed skull and a dreadlich and stuff. Let's see, how scary does that look? I recall it being pretty scary. Ancient champion, cursed skull, a ghost, obsidian statue. The ghost itself does tons of damage. And we're basically doing all of this for access to a shop. We could read teleportation and then open the door. Be too bad. And actually what we're going to do, we're going to cast Wall of Briars, and then we're going to open it from the side. And let's just, for funsies, let's just cast Firestorm. And kinda as expected, it did a ridiculous amount of damage, okay. And then let's cast Chain Lightning. And that basically killed everything. Cast Chain Lightning again, and now the Cursed Skull and the Ghost is gone, and that's the most powerful combo I think I've ever cast in Crawl. That was so good. What do we have in the antique shop? Potion of Resistance, nice. Scroll of Teleportation, nice. Cancellation potions. Let's pick those up. How many potions of resistance do we have? A single one? Okay, so we'll buy another one. Alright, well that was successful. We probably could go into a ziggurat, but let's do vaults first. The thing that's going to be tough about the vaults is the not being able to run away. That's also why we don't want the Abyss. I mean, we can run away, but our mana regen is pretty low at the moment. And we can kill things, but only in like a burst. Unless we can, you know, position ourselves and run away and whatnot. So, all of our killing spells do a lot of noise. So we probably should not teleport ourselves as soon as we enter. I think probably what we should do is haste ourselves, cast Firestorm, and then do some Chain Lightning, maybe. Okay, looks like we still have some enemies on Vaults 4 or something. Okay, so let's do Brilliance. Let's do Haste. And let's do it. This is Vaults 5. This is where it gets. It's not going to get more dangerous for most characters. What we're really afraid of is the Vault Wardens coming and sealing the entrance. We have a Scroll of Fear that can help with that. So we'll just see how it goes. Alright, big inhale. So there's no Vault Wardens yet. We'll cast Firestorm here. Man, that just does an insane amount of damage. Like, we may as well cast another Firestorm. And then we'll do Chain Lightning. And then we don't even have to do that again. We can just cast Mystic Blast. This is the most ridiculously powerful I've ever felt in this game. Alright, let's go upstairs and get full mana. We didn't take a single point of damage, which is nice. We will cast Firestorm down there, and let's also cast a Firestorm up here. And we'll just cast Firestorm everywhere, right? We have a Dreadlich. Can it force lance us? It can paralyze us, it can summon a demon, so Maxwell's is probably not the right thing to do, so we'll just Firestorm it. We're gonna need mana, so let's go upstairs. Let's bring the Dreadlich with us. Oh no, we can't. Oh, we can. Okay, so we're gonna need to put on our C-Invis, and we'll use Maxwell's. Okay. We might want to haste ourselves again, honestly. Or we could try the teleport thing. Teleport thing would be good. But it also might be like super bad. So let's see, how bad is it? It's pretty bad. The Vault Warden is right next to us, so we should be able to take it out with Chain Lightning. Let's fill all of this with the Firestorm. And it's probably safest, actually. Let's take these two enemies with us. Chain Lightning, no big deal. Rest of full. So we have a lot of things immediately around us, but we'll Chain Lightning. Cast another Firestorm down here. We'll Chain Lightning again. We'll Chain Lightning one more time, and then we go upstairs. Okay, cool. So we really are pulling lots of enemies, kinda as expected. We need to go upstairs, and we need to teleport when we go back down. Because we've already drawn the whole level. So we'll wait a turn and then we'll go. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have waited a turn. We could also just go down an escape hatch. Yeah, let's do that. So unfortunately, all those enemies saw us. Yeah, let's teleport. This is not good for us. Alright, so this is a little better. We'll use the heal wounds. And we're gonna try and make our way to a corner. We're not particularly stealthy. And we definitely won't be stealthy once we start fighting. So we'll get our Spellforge Servitor. The Titan is immune to electricity, but we should still continue doing what we're doing. We maybe have it. We're taking a decent amount of damage, and we're using a lot of our mana. Don't want that stone giant to get healed. Elf sorcerer, can they banish us? Yes, but the scariest thing is the hurl damnation. Alright, so we'll Maxwell's them. So satisfying. Dang, man. We need to teleport again. That's so dangerous. It's Wall of Briars. We have an Ambrosia. Yeah, but we probably shouldn't read it. Let's go. I guess let's just wait. See where we land. Alright, that's not great. Let's read or eat a potion of magic. Alright, maybe we can finally rest. Yeah, we can basically rest. Alright. We have pretty good burst DPS, it's just like, can we sustain it? That's the main question. Let's go ahead and get our summoning scroll. That looks pretty good. That will allow us to regen some mana. And then we'll also cast, as we move a little closer, we'll cast a Fulminant Prism up here. Alright, let's cast another Fulminant Prism. Alright, now let's run away. Blade Ghost, not a fan. Why is our fire magic turned off? Oh well, air magic is about to be maxed out. So we'll focus fire, and we'll also pick up some spell casting. Because why not? Alright, sleeping enemies is a good sign. Normally we'd probably cast Yikes Wells, but we want to try and conserve our mana. And the Spellforge Servitor will help us in subsequent battles. And there's something up there that's doing bad stuff, so... And we're about to be poisoned. We can't really wait the 4 turns, but we're going to spend that many turns wading through it anyway. Yeah, let's wade through it. Hey, we found a potion of experience. We didn't even realize it. Shadow Dragon's not so bad. This isn't really the best spot. Alright, let's go ahead and take that ambrosia. Alright, let's take that other ambrosia. Nice. Now we're basically full. We'll take the potion of experience. What can we get with a potion of experience? Half a level of fighting, level of dodging, 2 levels of shields. We can get a lot of fire magic. And we can get our air magic title. But let's get the fire magic. And let's get the intelligence. So we have Firestorm at 7% now with our wizardry. And let's see how much. Alright, so we get 3 hit points for every rank of fighting right now. Arbalest of Freezing, that's a little scary. Well, we cast Maxwell's on it, and the Vault Sentinel died. We can have lots of wandering enemies. To the extent that we see multiple like this, we're going to have to decide whether we're going to use Firestorm or whether we're going to do multiple casts of Starburst. We're basically just going to let our battle spear try and kill this preserver. Frost Giant can charge in Starburst. Probably should have had our Battle Sphere go first, so we could have gotten the bonus hits. Speaking of bonus hits, there we go. Fire Magic at 19. Ooh, Buckler of Reflection. We need to resist more, but so we're kind of going to one edge, fighting for a little bit, going to the other edge. So probably the most optimal way that you can use Maxwell's is to get enemies to chase you and then time it so that you're only in your line of sight for one turn, and then the subsequent turn they get sapped. Looks like we're still picking up some normal jewelry. Just make sure we're not doing the deafening roar. Usually means something like big and bad. Could be a tentacled monstrosity. Look at the spheres. And a glowing cloak. Alright, we got Fireball in Orb of Destruction, +2 Cloak, which, you know, we'll wear it. We'll wear it. Shadow Dragon is taking a lot of hits. Alright, we're gonna come back to Vaults 5 here in a few moments. Gonna take another short break. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. So this was a little bit of a hectic Vaults 5. It started off being pretty easy. Mostly because we had Firestorm. Found Frostheart. Alright, we mastered air magic. Nice. Heal wounds, teleport scrolls. Amulet of regeneration. We'll drop that, but it's typically one of our favorite amulets. We already killed Saint Rocco, so probably don't need to be too afraid. More heal wounds. Get some stragglers. We're using Maxwell's capacitive coupling to take care of. The Frost Giant, we will just Starburst them. I'll get that in 2. Yep. Tengu Reaver. Our spells are empowered. We're just not going to deal with them. I'm just going to say get out of here. Alright, let's go back towards the middle. Alright. So the middle is safe-ish. Let's go to this wide open one first. Antique Armor Shop. Not much there. A distillery. Potion of Magic we'll take. And then we'll buy an extra Potion of Viz. There's another distillery. Potion of Resist, Cancellation, Curing, Viz, nice. Hey, there's our 4th rune. Disrupt. It seems like it's a holy brand that you can use even if you're undead, which is kind of cool. Alright, well, we'll just auto-explore for now. We've hardly had to use any of our Fetus powers. Alright, getting some nice power on Firestorm too. Animate Armor and Lehudib's Crystal Spear. Alright, it looks like that's it for Vaults 5. Okay, so let's do Vaults 5, Ego. Okay, nothing there for us, besides the Buckler of Reflection. Let's look for artifacts, and there's only those 2. But we did get ourselves a bunch of experience, which is what we needed. We got ourselves a 5th rune. So, what happens if we put on these fairy dragon scales? We get extra armor class, our evasion is similar. Our firestorm's at 8%, but everything else is still castable. The fairy dragon scales. Is that on the colors list? We don't really need slang. Okay. Just curious. We have that cloak that gives us 10 intellect, which is kind of crazy. But we can't teleport. Alright. So, it seems like could go to the Abyss. We could go to Pandemonium. Could try and get more runes. We've already cleared all the easy stuff. We could do a Ziggurat and do a few levels of that. It might not be a bad idea. So let's go to the depths. Check out our shopping list. Is there anything? It's not really anything there that we have to have. So we're gonna take ourselves a break there. Thanks for watching. Greetings and salutations. We're back. We're level 27. Bird wizard, so to speak. Tengu Air Elementalist. And right now we've got Firestorm, Maxwell's Capacitive Cutline. We got a bunch of spells. And we are contemplating where we're going to go. We kind of want to go into a Ziggurat. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into Pandemonium. I know we can't return, but that's what we're going to do. Drop a few things that we are unlikely to need. We really should consider getting some evocations. So cheap, relatively speaking. Kind of the same deal with invocations at this moment. So let's get that up to 10. We'll unfocus. Actually, let's keep fire magic focus. Alright, we have 4 inventory slots. That's probably alright. I mean, some of these we're probably not going to use, like we're probably not going to need potions of life. Alright, so Pandemonium it is. Okay, so we've got an angelic level. Probably the safest area for us to move to is due east. Let's get our servitor just in case. Alright, Deva and an angel. We're gonna cast... You know, actually, we may as well cast Maxwell's. But whatever, we'll cast Firestorm. We do have a maces and flails. Wow, what do they call it? Manias. And if we do go super late in the game, I don't know. We probably won't do that. Gonna get our servitor just in case. Alright, so it's basically just gonna run at us, which is alright. Just let that happen. Close that door. Come back over here. Now the Ophons are actually relatively dangerous. We can probably kill it easily with an airstrike. Several airstrikes. Alright, these seem to have a bunch of health. Alright, getting pretty good spell power. So there's a bunch of items around here, which will end up being pretty good for us. Pearl Dragon. Sure looks like most things are falling pretty easily with Firestorm. We got a vault with lots of curing. And lots of heal runes. Wow. That's a nice find. Whoa. Teleportation trap. No bueno. We're gonna have to run away and use Overgrow. But we're gonna use Starburst for now. Try and take all the enemies out. Wow, it's definitely a good aspect of Phaedos. Those wandering mushrooms actually do a pretty respectable job. So we have a Sacred Scourge, which is the same as a Demon Whip. And a Demon Blade. This is a better Sacred Scourge. Don't think we'll actually use it, but once we leave here, we won't be able to go back. Lots of devas and cherubs. Maxwell's is doing pretty well at taking them out. Yeah, it would be nice. Be nice to have some getting me in the back. It's nice to know that we only have 8 mana that we need to spend to kill something. Like, if we're just gonna 1v1 it, it's like, yep. That kind of feels like a relief. Like, in the beginning of the game, you really have to be very careful with how you bounce spells and stuff. And you still have to be careful. But it's like, you know, you proved yourself. We're not going to make you dance around and try and position everything perfectly. We're going to let you one-shot enemies. So not being able to see the Pearl Dragon because of the Holy Flame could have been really bad. But it ended up being okay. And then, of course, our charge dissipates. But, you know, as I was just saying, still gonna be careful. You know, it's kind of Maxwell's just led us to believe that we can be in Pan to begin with, knowing that we have some other conjurations to back it up. We still would like more spell levels, big time. It's almost as if we should be wearing a Staff of Air. If we're going to be using Maxwell's this much, we could get our spell power higher and cast it in fewer turns. We don't find it likely that we will use a Tower Shield, but we will pick it up because Besides the resistance shield that we're using, this is the best shield that we've found. Alright, we've been able to rest up. Probably should have cast Firestorm there, but that's okay, we'll get our chance. Cool. We're basically ready to go into the main area. Still have a lot of enemies around. And packs of enemies do spawn, but sure seems like a wandering pack. Maybe a turn count. Maybe we're actually taking a really long time. Or like spawning. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Like, there's a danger right here. The Apis we don't have to worry about. I thought we killed all those. Okay, so we're not going in the front door, so to speak. Alright, we're gonna be more mana efficient. You know, actually, Maxwell's is better than using our battle sphere. Wow, look at that war axe. It's not crazy. Yeah, we're not gonna pick any of these up. They look fun, but that's the extent of it. Let's see if we can find another enemy to pair with this Apis. Okay, well we got two of them. Oh man. We only have 1,000 turns to dive deeper. That is what's been happening. We've been waiting too long. By full clearing, trying to full clear everything. If we die on our first character, like to the soft clock, that's going to be a royal pain. Well, we'll haste ourselves. Do we know application, or can we memorize it? Well, we'll cast Firestorm at lunch. So we're basically just going full tilt. There's a seraph there too that we gotta be careful about. Alright, so let's look around and see if there's anything here that we need to worry about picking up. So far, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Did we kill the Sarah? Looks like we did. A manual of staves, interesting. Alright, so we get the rune, +2 cloak poison resistance, which is exactly what we need. And there's a door, but we don't want to use the piety, so let's get out of here. Right. Alright, that was kind of scary actually. It does not bode well for us. We didn't even feel like we were playing particularly slowly. Yeah. We were not playing particularly slowly. You know, I guess we could train stave skill. Do we have a staff of air in there? Yeah, there's one close-ish. Drop these things that we're probably not going to use. And drop a lot of things, actually. Alright, well, let's get that staff of air. And then if we're gonna only be using Maxwell's, then we'll use that, because that'll take our spell power from 55% up to 67%, and that's worth it. I think we may as well get some staves. In fact, let's get an delay. Keep evocations. So, do we really want to go into the abyss? This is pretty dangerous. We could clear Zod. I mean, we have 5 runes. Alright, so we just abyssed our smoke. We regret this already. We're not a particularly hardy or robust character. I would feel safer in a cigarette. Alright, there's a gateway deeper. We get corroded somehow. Whatever, we'll go deeper. Alright, and we'll rest to fall. And we'll go deeper. We're deep enough now we can find the rune. We detect the runes due south. Ish. Get our servitor just in case. Looks like we're probably not going the correct way. Okay, here we are. We're sick, which is not great, but we can handle it. We'll take the ambrosia. Alright, we're at full. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, the screen flash, that was so scary. We're gonna overgrow right there, and then we're gonna apport the rune, and then we're gonna do our best to get out of here. So we'll cast Firestorm on the Starcursed masses. We'll cast Firestorm down here on the Wretched masses. We'll get our Servitor. That's probably all we need. Cast another Firestorm, and while we wait, we'll use another Ambrosia for the mana. So we just need to kill some more enemies until the gateway out appears. Alright, how much further will we need to go until we find an escape? It would be convenient if there was a way to tell how soon the portal out was going to appear. Alright, there's our gateway out. Wow, can you believe that? Now we have 6 runes. It's a good time to take a break, so thanks for watching.